Okay, yo. Hello. And welcome back to more Deathmark, where I figured out what I did wrong. And I do have my phone now, so we can get guides if we need to. Without me having to get up. Which is apparently something I was just too lazy to do last time. But apparently, there's a spot at the top of the tree that I should be searching. How did we miss this? I don't entirely know, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But we managed to, so that's embarrassing. But that's okay, because we fixed it now. There's something up in the branches of the tree, or something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way to be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk of the tree. You're gonna climb the tree? Oh, also I went and got Suzu because I was cheating and using a guide. And it told me that she was the one I wanted to have, so. There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up. So, boost my partner up. Cause Suzu Juby little, so we can send her. If that's all, then okay, I'll try. Squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Depending on who you have, you can do this with different options. Obviously, you're not going to try and lift Eta up yourself. Up you go. I stagger a bit, but I manage to stand. I feel like I'm one of the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Eek! I don't know, I'm sorry. I apologize. Susie reaches as far as she can with her hand, and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. It doesn't look very fine, but okay. I'm here. Susie shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. Dog collar. A collar? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to the dog? It's possible. I wonder who threw it away. Or why they threw it up to the top of a tree. These are questions we don't have answers to. Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Enta? Or Renta, maybe? Though Japan doesn't have, like, an R sound. Like, the R and the L is the same sound. So, I don't know. I'm always confused when they have R's in their words. Anyway, not important. How are you supposed to pronounce that? New info added to the spirit file. The picture's on the tree. Interesting. Okay. I think what we want to do is go give this to the dog. Because that seems like the thing to do. I don't know that it's true, but it feels correct. And I didn't want to check the guide past literally the thing that I was missing because I was dumb. So I didn't. So hopefully this goes well. I make no promises. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. We did see the dog at the gate. Not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed towards me. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks up, the growling grows distinctly quieter. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what this has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. I consider my options. Show the collar? I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe. It's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show it the collar. Dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa. Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Live or die. Okay. Now we got important choices to make. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. Mr. Gremlin, don't move. But I don't catch the rest of it. Dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. Now they said we should ignore the dog. Stand still? Because Suzu said don't move. So I'm gonna trust her. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard and then prepares to attack again. Okay, so that was correct. It bares its teeth and growls. Okay, threaten it loudly, turn my back to it. That is the option I would like, because we're supposed to ignore it. Like famous people. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretend not to hear it threatening me. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. The collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said Renta. What should I call it? With the L. Because that is how Japan does R's and L's. See? It was indeed actually super, good that I knew that. I mutter the name, Lenda, rather than Renta, but I don't know. Same sound in Japanese somehow. I don't entirely understand how that works, but it's true. I say it this time more clearly. Then. Oh. Apparently it didn't like that. Okay. So it murdered me. I guess we'll try something else? I don't know. Why would it not be that one? That seems like the obvious answer. Given the only thing I know about Japanese things. Okay, that's not the only thing I know. But it is one of the only things I know. Okay. Stand still. Should we try the S, maybe? Or the G? I don't actually know. Case. Okay. I guess we'll go with S or G. Let's go G. Though that doesn't make a lot. Oh. Say it again this time more clearly. And. Okay, apparently it's Genta. It's not how I would have at any point pronounced something that looked like an R, but okay. The dog turns around and quietly slinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. So that's good, I guess. Always escaping death is a good thing. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. Oh yeah, because the dog didn't touch you. I did feel its teeth biting my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. Oh, okay. So I guess maybe it did bite us. That dog may be supernatural? Well, I mean, it does also look like it's got a woman on its back and kind of has a woman-esque face. So I'm gonna say the dog is supernatural. That doesn't seem like a leap. I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. I found what it was looking for. Right. Okay, so now we can go forward. Things we should know is that I was watching more of Gab's playthrough of the game, because I was curious about things like how one says Eta, which is roughly like Eta, and Heniyome, which is how I was pronouncing it, so that was okay too. Also, as far as I can understand, I'm pretty sure that word means bride in Japanese. Because they actually refer to the bride as the Kuchara bride rather than Hanayome. But she uses Hanayome when she's referring to the bride. So I think that's right. I could be wrong, but as far as I understand it, that's how that works. Sound like a rope creaks above my head. Also, she suggested that possibly Seiko is in fact actually the dog ghost, and her fiance is the one in the bride dress. So, that's just a thing I'm thinking now, because she suggested it. I don't know if it's right or not, but if it is, it wasn't my idea. Okay. But it does make a lot of sense, especially because the dog does look like a woman. It's sitting on its back, and also was kind of its face. Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Also, it would make more sense because I don't entirely understand why Seiko would kill herself while wearing her wedding dress. Unless somehow her fiancé did something to upset her. And she was actually just upset because, you know, she was sexually assaulted and photographed and then blackmailed. You know, reasonable reasons to be upset, but none of those involved her fiancé, except he paid for it, so that the pictures weren't released. So all he did was a good thing. He may have done other things that we don't know about yet, but as far as we know, he's a good person who, after her death, then disappeared himself. So, who knows? Are those people... They don't look like real people. Izzy gives a terrified yelp. Here I am bringing this poor girl into a forest full of mannequins hanging from trees. But also I think that's why the ghost's neck is so long, is because if you manage to get, like, calculate your height and weight and, like, the length of the rope and stuff all correctly, you can, theoretically, snap your neck immediately and, like, not have to suffocate to death. You'll just snap your neck when you die, which is usually the goal of people when they were hanging them for murder. But didn't always work out, because it's a calculation, so I suppose it's not an exact science. Maybe it is, and people are just bad at it. All of these are options. I don't know what I'm talking about, or why I'm talking about it, because it's probably not super relevant, but these are the thoughts that I've been having. While all of me hurts and I've been waiting to play this. I was so excited. I maybe shouldn't be playing because all of me hurts, but I was too excited to not, so here we are. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. Well, it's one step up from bees, I suppose. The things hanging by their necks from the trees. Oh, the things hanging from the necks by the trees are just play mannequins that you can find in any department store. Okay. That didn't make sense when it was only the first part of a sentence. Obviously, dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank? Or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. Yeah, but ghosts. Mannequins can also be deadly when ghosts exist. Okay. Oh, my poor girl, I'm so sorry. The guide told me I should bring you. So I have done. But I have regrets. Susie replies uneasily. Oh, hello, Dylan. How are you doing? Before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. Okay. I'm gonna search, I guess? He just said a hand was gripping him, so. Dolls are swinging unceasingly from the ropes, though there is no breeze. Okay. They all might say the same thing, but sometimes they don't. A male doll is hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. Okay. Doll mercilessly hanging by its neck. Oh, it has something in its left hand. Okay, so let's take whatever that is. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand and take what's inside. Found a worn out talisman. Okay. So, that is not super exciting, but also means we'll have more time. When... This is a flash... Does it say flash game, or is it supposed to say flash game? It's not. I'm playing it on the Switch. It's a visual novel, kind of point-and-click adventure kind of deal. I don't know. But you know, it's not Flash, it's on Switch. You can also buy it on PC as well, if you have one of those, which I don't. Worn out talisman crumbles, right? Okay, sorry. Can I look at that one? No? Okay, apparently I can't look at that one. Okay, well that was not super helpful. But that's okay. I guess we'll go forward, because that's a thing we can do from here. Oh, the dog's back. It's that dog. Suzu, be careful. Like, you mean Doki Doki Literature Club? Kind of. They are both visual novels, but this one has a lot more, like actual point-and-click adventure style points to it. Doki Doki, yeah, it's a traditional visual novel. This is a visual novel, but also has a bunch of like searching for things and solving mysteries and fighting ghosts and a lot of other stuff that's not just stereotypical visual novel stuff. No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore. Also, this dog is maybe a woman. Well, a woman's ghost. But also the ghost of her dog, who also died. I don't know. It's unclear. It's that dog from before. You said that already, didn't you? Oh, it starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. It's gonna give us something? A few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Well, let's take a look. Okay, this is the place where the dog was digging. Can I dig? Reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft. No, I'm actually not on Twitch. I'm just on YouTube. Like, technically I have a Twitch, but I've never streamed on there. The dirt around here is soft. Almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. You're gonna dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools, which is good, because the only tools we have are an instant camera and a dog collar. Please. Okay. This poor little girl. I do feel bad for bringing her here. In silence, we kneel in the forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted. Oh, fuck. Okay. What are those? Are those like bugs on him, maybe? Or like centipedes? I think they might be centipedes. Or maybe millipedes. I think centipedes are the creepy ones that have the, like, antlers. Antlers are not the correct word to use. But you know what I mean, hopefully. And like you're chatting to someone? Well, I'm chatting with you. I'm also just talking to myself. Because, you know, that's how one does the Let's Play kind of deal. If there's no one else to talk to, just talk to myself. I look down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Does it look like 5 years old, maybe? Is that a corpse? 5 years ago is when Seiko died. Seiko is the girl who's probably the ghost bride, but also probably not the ghost bride, and might be the dog. It's complicated to explain. Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. Also, I think it's wearing a shirt. I just noticed the shirt, but I do think it is wearing a collared shirt. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. One's assault you. Now you rest in peace. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this is her fiance. No one's on there but me? No? You're the only person who's here at the moment, other than me. But I'm very good at talking to myself. That's why I make YouTube videos and stuff, because I talk to myself a lot. Now you rest in peace. So if that body was her fiance, then he's not the ghost bride? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm pretending like I know what's going on. It's probably not a good idea. What needed to be done, now I die here. This forest, you passed away. New song, want, listen, heaven. Her fiancé was a famous musician. The note ends there. I got 3 cassette tapes, which is good because Eta left us his cassette player. I thought we were going to have to wind up the tape from the nails on the tree, but I think maybe that's not what we're doing. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes. She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Oh, I guess Suzu. Of course it's not going to reply. I don't know. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. Oh, the scary, helpful ghost voice. The last. The voice falls silent. The last? Wait a second, the last what? Maybe this is in fact the body of the last person who assaulted her? That's possible? And not her fiancé? And he is indeed the one in the ghost costume? I guess that's not really a costume. It was indeed her wedding dress. The last what? Huh? Is something the matter? Didn't say anything. Play Edon Rising? It's a good game. Last of Us 1 and 2. I'm not actually good at games, so I can't play games where fighting happens. I couldn't play The Last of Us. It wouldn't go well. I don't know what Edon Rising is, though. Something the matter? I didn't say anything. Nothing, sorry. Just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. New info was added to the spirit file. Unidentified suicide victim. Okay. I guess we can go back now. Or I guess we should check and make sure there's anything else here to look at. There doesn't appear to be lots of things to look at in the forest. So we're probably okay. And also sometimes I miss them. Very embarrassingly. But you know. Okay, so it doesn't appear to be anything else. So I guess we'll head backwards and go back to the mansion or to the car. Okay, the mark burns scarlet. Half an hour left until death closes in. So we're getting closer. Oh, this is a creepy angle. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shit, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu, hey, can you hear me? Goat simulation on Switch? I don't know. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, right, because she has the mark and she was affected by the ghost, so she's going to be a little bit weird now. Because it's getting closer to the time of her death. Yeah. It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. Spirit is closing in on us. I guess we'll headed back to the mansion where we can, do things. Ah, why are you? Don't do that. Sorry. Apparently I managed to hit the auto button. Okay. Spirit is closing in on us. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. Mansion. I need to go back there for now. Okay, so why is our... Usually our memory doesn't fuck up. But apparently we forgot getting to the car. I glance through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the back seat. She's staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Ada's tape player is lying on its side in the passenger seat. I grab it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. Should probably not do that while you're driving, sir. We quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. Where are we? This is why you're supposed to pay attention to the road, sir. And not be trying to get tapes. I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the road I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? Oh, we're dropping frames today. We did so well on Friday. No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Left, right, or keep going straight. I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it's because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us before or while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? Fuck, okay. Ooh, I don't know. Should we try the mountain? The rest stop. Because the apartments is where she was taken. The mountain is where the dog got run over. And the highway is where she was found. still alive. She didn't die, but her dog did. She died later. So yeah, where should I go? Should we start at the beginning? Maybe we'll just start at the beginning and see how that goes. To the apartments. I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T apartments. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important as long as it gets me out of the situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally. Familiar scenery returned as if it's been laying in wait for me. Okay, well that's good. I'm glad I managed to succeed. In the end, we're back here. Oh fuck, and the phone's ringing. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. The ghost bride. Marcus dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. Holy fuck. I head to the phone booth. Got Ata's radio cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. We didn't get to listen to any of the tapes. Also, if she makes that awful noise, I might cry. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. There's our ghost friend. Well, that is definitely scary. Live or die. Okay, fuck. We've got more choices to make. You saw, didn't you? I know you saw it. We did tell her we saw it. Though, I mean, we didn't actually see it. Beard is right behind me. Take a picture with the camera? Shouldn't hit her with the tape player, that seems fucked up. I grab the instant camera and use the flash. Spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Okay, so that was what I was supposed to do. I'm sometimes good at this. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye. Spirit standing there looking down at me. Okay, fuck. Camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? Play the tape labeled My? Put My in the tape player and press the play button. I don't know this one. Your response to the song. Spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Charm song? And then echo ballad, maybe? I don't know why that's the order I've chosen. Just it seems like that makes a sentence. Listened often, dear. Spirit response to the song. Spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Play the echo ballad? I stick echo ballad tape into the player and press the play button. I love Spirit responds to the song. Okay. I love that for you. Spirit is right in front of me. Hey, let me listen to the newest. Fuck, okay. This one? This is the one they've never heard before. They play and press the play button. Yes. That song was finished. Did I do something good? I don't actually know. There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. And I survived. Okay, well that's good. Surviving is always good. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. Oh, did we send her away already? Shit, that wasn't even that much of a battle. She's gone now, Hanayome. Is Suzu's mark gone? Suzu's back to normal. Yeah, so her mark is probably gone. I bet their mark's gone too. Mine's not gone though. Mine's still bright on my arm. Guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. We weren't under the impression that she did. Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa? What a sad, terrible fate, turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. Me too. Hope her fiancé's song helps her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Huh? Oh dear, I hope I did that right. Because if I didn't, Suzu might die now. Which would be bad. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. Mark stings with pain, which is not a good sign. What's happening? Oh dear. Suzu collapses, covering her eyes. Hey, what's wrong? My eyes hurt. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Did I fucked this up. The phone stopped. Stop it quick. Hurry. I grab the phone and hear the woman breathing. Immediately I try to hang up, but my arm won't move. You saw it. You saw it. You saw it with your round little eyes. What bad little eyes. Genta? Gettina? Okay, yeah, I think we just murdered Suzu. Horrifying screams echoes from the phone. So I'm gonna try this again. Because that seems like a bad time. Okay, next choice for where to go. T Mountain. To get the good ending, we have to go to the third option. Okay, so we went to the wrong place, is what happened. I did in fact do things correctly. So, okay, I understand. I just went to the wrong place. There are noises coming from the phone. Like someone sniffing or stuffing their cheeks with gum. Oh right, that awful sound. Oh fuck, I hate that sound. Phone goes dead. I can move freely again. I bolt out of the booth. And that bloody stain is Suzu. Right where Suzu had collapsed is a single eye. Is that what that is? I'm assuming. Bloody eyeball staring at me. Okay, well we can't kill the little girl. That's really fucked up. I object strongly. Searched everywhere around the park, but I can't find Suzu anywhere, because she exploded into a pile of blood. Maybe deep down I'm actually scared of finding them. Of finding the mutilated corpse of a missing eyeball. Yeah, no. We're gonna try this one again. But also I'm gonna take a drink of liquid. Hold on. Okay, we can't get out yet, so I guess we'll see the end of a little bit of this. I'm back, Mr. Gremlin. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Okay, so Christy. Too bad I didn't get to do much. Read a ton of comics about exorcism, so I thought I could help. By the way, where's Suzu? Yeah, she exploded in a pile of blood. Sorry that your friend is now dead. No way, you're lying. I'm sorry. It's okay, I'm gonna fix it. Oh fuck, okay, sorry. Damn it. What did you... Why would you let her... I just chose the wrong place. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Ada crumbles on the floor and sobs. Fuck, okay. I mean, she was a child. We did just let a child die. We need your return, Lord Gremlin. Which is maybe the most fucked up thing you can do. Here's that you overcame your fear and destroyed the spirit. But there was a victim. Yeah, we beat Heniyome, but what happened to Suzu? Unfortunately, the spirit's festering grudge was not cleared away. Grudge then stole the life of the one who killed it, Suzu. So the spirit got revenge. Normally grudges killing people would be impossible, but... Then why was only Suzu killed? With that kind of logic, I should have been... I can offer up a logical reason. The vanquished spirit could only affect those it gave the mark to. That's true, then that's pretty ironic. That didn't mean I was saved because it wasn't Heniyome who gave me my mark. The fact that you survived is at least a small mercy. No, it's not. We lost a small child. And I don't feel good about it. It may seem cold, but please do not be overcome with regret. I am indeed overcome with regret. Not comforting at all. I could be next. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. Feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Mr. Gremlin, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. And through a file it says 8 Shrine Findings on the cover. Ayakuju's signature is in the corner. Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was there. Go on, read it. Okay, I guess we'll read it. Most of it is about how 8 Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. She probably wasn't alive 50 years ago. Some pages about the 8 shrines go Shintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. This shrine had 2, a mirror and a Buddha statue called a Neji-butsu. Neji-butsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K. Miyamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. I suppose that's logical. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." It's valid advice. Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down the dimly lit back street. Can't blame her, but she couldn't take a step forward. Ghosts. Noise, something heavy being dragged. And then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. This is odd because, we don't usually get new ghosts until the start of a new chapter. Shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back, but the woman was gone. Statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues were stolen from where the statues stolen from 8 shrine were. And now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you could find those stolen statues and honor them at 8 shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into at least. Oh, before I forget. Oh yeah, because when we were on the phone with Hanayome and we asked her about the statues, she called our mark a Buddha mark. You should take these too. Documents in the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. We will do, but after we save Suzu. Almost on. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. I'm sorry, Ada. Ada climbs the stairs sobbing. I'm so sorry. Heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. Well, that's good. I'm glad for you, Christy. I hope you continue to decide that you would like to be living. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Oh, she looks kind of sad about that, though. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. That's true, because when Mashita stayed, he got a 2nd mark, so maybe not the wisest thing. You said it. But I'm grateful for all of this, too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. So, theoretically, being cursed by the mark saved her life. Now then, Lord Gremlin. Please find me when you're ready. Farewell. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna reload and try this one again. Yes. Oh, wait, hold on. I wonder if I just go to system, if it'll let me load from there. Oh no, that's not what that does. Okay. I thought I would try. Yes. And then we'll just find the most recent save. Though I'll have to go back to the mansion and re-get, what's his face? Okay, so 621. I guess this is the only save I made, so hopefully this one's good. Yeah, okay, so we have to run back to the mansion to get Suzu first. And then we'll go back to where we were. But we will have to do entirely all of the things we just did in the stream again. So I do apologize for that, but it should be fine, because we can just skip through that shit. Okay, so let's go this way. And then this way, and this way. And look up here. And boost Suzu. Okay. I'm actually really curious. Whoops, sorry. Wrong button. B is Memo, isn't it? Isn't that B? There we go. Okay. So, Hanayome. Pictures on the tree. West side of the forest, we find a tree covered in strange photos of men. They all have large nails driven deep into their eyes. They're likely all dead. Is it some kind of warning that men will be killed? I spot something when I look back up into the tree. Hard to get down, but it turns out to be a dog collar. Belonged to the dog we saw at the entrance. In the branches of the tree. The article on Seiko we found in the garage said the body of her pet dog was found in the forest. Was killed when chasing after the culprits. Seems she even brought it on her trip to Greece with her fiancé right before she was abducted. It looks like the dog's name on the collar, but how do you pronounce it? Oh, I guess maybe it's supposed to be Greek? Which is how you get Genta? Maybe? I don't know. Okay. The bushes below the tree, I found a dirty instant camera. Back reads, take a picture, flash included. The voice whispered to me, to see is to perceive light. Things that emit light, the camera. I bet Seiko Hasegawa just tested that light. Well, that makes sense, because she was photographed after she was assaulted. So, it's a reasonable thing to feel. Okay. So, let's just go through this real fast like. And one more. I don't know anything about Greek letters. Does that letter in Greek make a G? I don't know how we get Genta. I'm very confused. Okay. But that's okay. Look at all the scary mannequins. This one has a thing in his arm. Okay. Perfect. None of the other ones had anything, I don't think. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, I'm just gonna go forward and see. Well, look at the body again. Well, first our friend will dig up the grave. Okay. Okay, I gotta appreciate that it lets us go fast. Okay, you're right. Okay. And it's not gonna let me record here, because of course it's not. Okay. Yeah, our only option is to keep going. So hopefully we don't screw it up again. I can't imagine that we would, but you never know. We should be okay, because if I die because of the ghost, then it just lets me start that fight over again. Okay, so we want to go to the mountain, apparently. Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T-Mountain. Not that I have to go there. Destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of the situation. The gas pedal. Finally. Familiar scenery returns, it's laying in wait for me. Apparently this is the place you must be. I don't know how I was supposed to know that. But apparently this is how we get the good ending, because all my answers were correct, I'm fairly certain. And we're back here. The phone rings. Exactly who's calling. And then I imagine this is fairly similar. Pick up the receiver. Phone immediately goes dead. Okay. And then we'll look at our ghosty friend in a moment. There she is. Possibly still her, I'm going to assume. I don't know. We'll figure out more when we read the actual file in a minute. Okay. Take a picture. Well, it always gives me so much anxiety hate that it's timed. Okay. But that's okay, because I can do it. And then we play the middle one. And then she gets closer. Okay. Here's right in front of me. Let me listen to the newest. Okay, so she asked for the same thing. I just wanted to check and make sure. Which is indeed the bottom one. Stick mine into the tape player. Yes, song was finished. Dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. Okay, so that's why we needed to be here. I understand now, because this is where the dog was. Jen, where have you been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting. Okay, yeah, so she must just be Seiko. I have to wonder why the dog looks like that then, but okay. A flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. Yeah, it makes sense that we had to be here because this is where the dog died. So this is where she was able to reunite herself with the dog. That makes sense. I thought originally when it was happening that we'd have to go through all three of them, but clearly that was not the case. Don't sense Heniome anymore. She's gone now, Heniome. Suzu's back to normal. Her birthmark is gone too. And this time she will not explode into a pool of blood. Didn't make my mark after all. Yeah, I know. Thanks, babe. This really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate, turning to a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. This isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Heniome vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. Hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her will help her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Huh? Okay, it's alright that this happens. First up we killed someone, and then the bad thing happened again. I thought it was fucked up, but it's okay. It won't stop. It's like it waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? Oh fuck, okay. I don't know. I don't know. Does the guide tell me what I should do? Let me see. Ah! I don't know what I've just done. Okay. Oh no, it doesn't say. Okay. Thanks for being super helpful, friend. Do we pick it up? I'm gonna not pick it up, I think. Or maybe we should. I don't know how to make these decisions. Let's pick it up and see what happens. I have regrets, but I'm doing it anyway. Hello? The other end of the line is a gentle voice of a woman. Oh, okay, well that's nice. I'm very sorry for causing you so much trouble. It's okay, Seiko. Please excuse me. You were very traumatized. Is that a wrong number or something? No, it was Seiko. I was a little panicked, but now I relax. And Suzu has not exploded into a pile of blood. We step out of the booth and get into the car with Suzu. And then we go home. And most of this will be the same, so we'll be able to skip some of it. And then we'll read the file and find out all the things we need to know. Come back, Mr. Gremlin. Mark's finally gone. Okay, yeah, it's all thanks to him. Too bad I didn't get to do much. Good job to you, Suzu, everyone. Everything went okay? Yeah, thanks to him. Oh yeah? Bet I could have done a better job than him. Thanks, Ada. I'm sure you and your anime life could have done a better job. When did you return? Appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Okay. Managed to defeat 3 spirits now. Yeah, congratulations. Unfortunately, your mark is not yet finished. Feels like the terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. Had to fight against the mark. Gremlin, may I have a word? I looked through the other files, right? Okay. And then we'll get all of this bit, which we got before. Turned on her heel and ran away. Is that what it said before? Shadow of her hair hid most of the face, but you could see the blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight she ran away? I don't remember that bit. I remember the woman in the burnt robe. Inches away, she turned back to look. The woman was gone. It feels slightly different, but I don't know. Statues are stolen 50 years ago. It wasn't that woman, but that is easily to find. I'm sure she must know something. Ask Haniome where the statues are stolen. Another unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. Find the stolen statues. Find Wrath. Maybe we'll get rid of my mark. Oh, before I forget, you should take these two. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. I do indeed want. Okay, it's almost done. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you so much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to go see my dad, too. You need to go somewhere to see him? My mom and dad got divorced. Oh. Yeah, at least he's not dead. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun? She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that, and he started seeing some other lady. I understand, you don't have to say more. I guess Suzu's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young. I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. That's why I wanted to ask Haniome where Dad is. I see. I hope you get to see him. Also, I think your mother may be mentally ill. Or maybe someone should do something about that. Me too. Okay, good night. Because her mother is like super strict and all sorts of stuff. So, I'm really in your debt. Thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. Seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out there after all. So if something had happened to her, I just... Hey, you alright? It's okay, she's alive. I saved her. I'm so glad she's okay. Hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. Should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. Heading to bed soon myself. Mark's finally gone. I think I'm gonna sleep well tonight. No reason for you to stay. You said it. But I'm grateful for all of this too. Gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? And I've been cursed by a spirit in that forest right about now. Or I'd be in the forest right about now. Off to bed. Good night. Now then, Lord Gremlin. Please find me when you are ready. Farewell. Okay, so let's read the end of the case file. And also save. Okay. This one, I think? Yeah. Cool. Okay, so the unidentified suicide victim. You find a skeleton buried in the ground with a worn suicide note and cassette tapes. Strangely enough, the contents of that note match up with the rumors of the fiancé's death and what was in that other note. This is just a guess, but if I'm right, the songs on those tapes probably contain his thoughts and feelings. But only one of them was new. If the corpse is her fiancé, then the tapes may have been songs he made or ones that are meaningful to them. So then, what was the whisper of the last trying to tell me? Did he want his fiancé to hear the last song? The dog that guided us is definitely the ruined form of their beloved pet. If I can manage to connect all of this together when I face Hanayome. This is why you're supposed to read these things before you go face ghosts. Had I known that, I would have been able to figure out the whole mansion thing. But to be fair, I make this mistake regularly. Like when the first one happened, and then I didn't realize what I had to do until after I read the file, after we killed Moe. We didn't kill Moe. Nahiko killed Moe, but it was our fault. I guess, kind of. It might have all started with a lingering grudge caused by that tragic event. Hanayome was likely Seiko Hasegawa. She became a spirit obsessed with eyes, an imitation of her fiancé's revenge. Their dog turned into that thing in an effort to save them. The info I got from a fellow mark bearer points to that as well. Her fiancé was a musician known as YMN back then. He made a name for himself by cross-mixing genres into his music, from rock and pop to classical and techno. Around the time of the incident, he'd been working on a new album. Last song on it was called My Holy, dedicated to his fiancé, but in the end the album was published without its final track. The song said her fiancé's love finally reached Seiko. Well, the song and her fiancé's final love finally reached Seiko. I'd like to think it's because of us and Genta. I hope their tragic tale has finally come to a close. But some things still don't add up. How did Hanayome suddenly get the power to bestow the mark? The answer might lie with the Buddha statue stolen from the 8th shrine. The files in the garage mention the Buddha statues were stolen from 8th shrine 50 years ago, right during the period of chaos following the end of the war. Is there a connection? What's more, a year-old interview says someone witnessed a woman in white carrying a headless Buddha statue on the street called Manhole Road. Maybe I should look into that next. Okay, well, I guess maybe that's what we'll look into next. I guess we'll have to see. Let's go to bed and start the next chapter. Are you retiring to bed? Yes, I will rest. Good night. Chapter 3, End. Yeah, so I guess it was just Seiko. And all of that other stuff was just stuff. But, you know, made sense. The dog looked like he was carrying a woman on his back. It's been 3 days since Hanayome. All the other mark bearers left the mansion. I'm the only one here now. This is the first time we've been the only one here since it started. Because we showed up, and then shortly after we showed up, Moe and Tsukasa showed up. And then we found Mashita, who stayed after the marks were gone from the first one to the second one. And then this time we kept Christy, because her mark wasn't given by Shimio, which is the ghost we defeated in Chapter 2. I wonder when we'll be free of this mark, when I can leave this place. Oh, there's still blood on the floor. That's not always there, is it? There's not even a scrap of meaningful information around. I looked around Sayakuju's bedroom to try and find something Mary mentioned. Okay, so I guess maybe the bloodstain's in her bedroom and we're sleeping in a different bedroom, which makes sense. Probably don't want to sleep in the bedroom where you found a dead woman when you arrived at the mansion. I mean, just a thought. It's impolite to rummage through a woman's things, but I don't have the luxury not to do it. I searched every inch of the room, even under the carpet, but I came up empty. All that blood. Seeing the dried blood on the floor reminds me of that horrifying sight I saw. Of her covered in flowers. I don't know, I think it's really pretty. But I'm also mentally unwell, so you know. I don't want to die like that. That sole reason has been my driving force in my struggle to survive since that day. But how long can I keep this up? That thought fills me with such dread that it feels like my legs could give out. After searching everywhere I can, I leave the bedroom. The deserted entrance hall feels colder than usual. Thinking on it, it's already been over a week since I first came here. I've gotten completely used to this strange mansion. It's not really something I want to admit. How do you do, Lord Gremlin? Mary gives me her usual greeting in her monotone voice. She's still a complete mystery. Though I can't say I'm not grateful to have someone to talk to, now that everyone's gone. Did you locate the master key? No, I didn't. I see. I was sure that it would be in there. I've searched every accessible inch of the mansion and found no info of value. All that's left is the locked room. Trying to find the Kuju Mansion master key so I can open it. Mary said she thought it would be inside Kuju's bedroom, but clearly it was a bust. It is obvious I should have spoken with Lady Saya more before she died. I deeply apologize. Her voice carries a hint of sadness. Well, how was she supposed to know? She almost seems human when she does that. Look at my sweet little girl. She's so cute. I love Mary so much. Looking more closely at her, I'm struck all over again by how strange she is. I haven't really thought about it lately, since I've been struggling to survive, but how did she come into existence? Hey, Mary? Were you made by Saya Kujo? No, I've served the Kujo family since before Lady Saya was born. I was already here at the mansion when I opened my eyes for the first time. They say tools used for many years can come to house deities or souls. I may be something similar. So you're like the Kujo guardian deity? That is an exaggeration, though I would be very pleased if I could achieve such a status. Lady Saya's fate was most unfortunate. I will do my utmost to respect her wish to save all those who bear the mark. Her clear green eyes stare at me. Lord Gremlin, thanks to you, many mark bearers have been saved. I'm sure Lady Saya would be extremely grateful to you. I very much feel the same way. Her voice is emotionless, but it sounds a bit softer than usual. Her face can't show it, but it feels like she's trying to express her gratitude. Thanks, Mary. I appreciate you. Now, Lord Gremlin, it seems a new mark bearer has made their way to the mansion. Oh, I hope you can find some clues to the spirit that gave you your mark. Hello, new friend. Before she can finish her sentence, there's a knock at the front door. Who will we meet today? A girl bounces in wearing a fancy outfit. I blink dumbfoundedly at her appearance. I think this is I. Nice to meet you. Good morning. It's the middle of the night. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm used to saying it as a greeting. So Dr. Kujo lives here, right? Madame Yasukoa told me to come. Is Dr. Saya around? Madame Yusokura. I'm not gonna be able to say. Why is that so hard? Yep, no clue who that is. Sorry, but Saya Kujo isn't here. She's dead. I'm Briar Gremlin. I guess you can say I'm representing her right now. Are you here about the scar? I can help. Yeah, that's it exactly. Actually called the mark, right? If you get it, your memories become a mess and you die soon after. That's what Madame Yasuoka said. Well, color me surprised. I didn't think anyone besides Saya Kuju knew about the mark. But this girl, she knows what'll happen to her, but for some reason she doesn't look depressed at all. Aren't you scared? Yeah, I'm terrified. But being a scaredy cat's embarrassing. I want to hurry and fix this whole mark thing for my fans, too. I'm a pro, and forgetting the lyrics up on stage is a definite no-go. I think I know what line of work she's in. She's an idol, isn't she? An idol. Are you an idol or something? I mean, it is Japan. Yeah, that's right. Also, she sings, so. models and comedians don't really sing songs. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Ai Kashiwagi. Why do I struggle so hard with that? I don't know. Just call her Ai. I sing, dance, and perform as a member of Love and Hero. Oh god, Aita would die. Aita, my poor scary boy. He's apparently obsessed with Love and Hero. So that's your stage costume? Yeah, cool, right? I headed here straight after filming finished. If I'd gone to my dressing room, my manager would have found me. Taxi driver stared at my outfit the whole way here. Giggling, she removes her jacket and bares her shoulders. A familiar mark glares bright from her skin. I'm stuck wearing sleeves right now because of this thing. And it's gonna be summer soon. Well, I mean, if you have the mark, you probably won't make it until summer if we don't save you. Seems as though this person is indeed a mark bearer. What? Who's there? Ai's eyes bug out and comically wide, and she hears a female voice come from nowhere. She may know about the mark, but it doesn't look like she knows about Mary. Mary updates Ai about everything. She starts to Sayakujo's tragic death and recounts our encounters with the spirits. Ai seems surprised to hear Kujo's dead, but she does admirably well in her attempt to swallow the string of unusual events. Now, Lady Ai, do you have any ideas as to where you received your mark? Probably when we filmed at the mystery spots. I don't think I had the scar until after we finished up filming. Well, it's weird that she would be the only one to get one then. I feel like I should ask her for more details about the mystery spot tour. What kind of show was it? A summer ghost story special. During the shoot, our guest star, Madame Yasuoka, and I got a weirdly shaped scar. Okay. The minute she saw it, Madame Yasuoka told me it was called a mark. So I wasn't the only one to get one. Miss Yasuoka also got the mark. Is this person not coming here then? Oh, I guess I forgot to say. Yasuoka is on her way too. To be a little late. She's stopping by her shop in Giza before heading over. What should I ask next? Where did you go? We went around to 3 mystery spots that are rumored to be haunted. One was the old tunnel in O City. The other was a railroad crossing in T City, where a lot of accidents happened. The last one was a back street in H City, which is probably Manhole Road. Sure enough, H City was one of the places. What should I ask next? Did you go to Manhole Road? When did you notice it? We were rushing everywhere because we were pressed for time that day. It was just suddenly there. Well, that's not much help. I think that's all I'll get from her. You mentioned a street in H City, but where exactly was it? Oh, just a sec. Ai digs her cell phone out of her bag and flips it open. Pretty sure it's in my email my manager sent me. Oh, here it is. It was Keimiyamachi North Road. It's a pretty weird place. A ton of manholes were all over. So I was correct. Keimiyamachi North Road, where the lady saw the lady of the headless Buddha statue. The file in the garage said a woman holding a Buddha statue was seen there. Is it a coincidence, or probably not? Hey, you're kind of frowning. Is something wrong? Oh, no, it's just... It seems we've determined where we must go tonight. Please head directly to Keimiyamachi North Road, Lord Gremlin. There may be spirit trace there. It's not the only thing I might find. There may be a clue about who stole the Buddha statues from 8 Shrine, too. And of course, I'll come with. Our group has a song that goes like this. I'm not one to sit around and wait. I'll blast through the evil trap standing in my way with all my might. Okay. Sounds like Love and Hero specializes in motivational type songs. Is that why Aita likes them? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, she seems willing enough, so I'll let her help. Alright. And I suppose we should just go? That makes the most sense. Maybe I should have saved first. No, we'll save when we get there. It'll be fine. Still have some time before we're gonna end anyway, so. This road runs through the quiet residential area. It's far removed from the major crossroads, so it's totally deserted at this time of night. We look a little suspicious wandering around, but there's no one here to report us. Yep, this is the place. We were looking for a ghost here. It wouldn't happen to be a woman wearing white, carrying a statue, would it? Actually, yeah, that was the rumor. I don't really remember the statue bit. So, did you find the ghost? No, we didn't. But Madame Yasuoka said she felt a bad presence throughout the entire shoot. You keep mentioning Yasuoka. What kind of person is she? Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain. She's a famous fortune teller. Her predictions often come true. They say she's got true spiritual powers. This fortune teller knew about the mark. Maybe she was working with Saya Kujo? Oh yeah, I better email her. I gotta let her know about you and what happened to Dr. Saya. I pushes some buttons on her phone. Cell phones are getting pretty common now. In 10 years, everyone will probably own one, old and young alike. Technology evolves so fast, it's amazing. Yeah, this game takes place somewhere in between 1995 and 2005. That's the best we can estimate, because 5 years ago was 1990-something. So, sorry that took so long. Alright, should we get down to investigating? Or we should get down to investigating, Mr. Grandma? If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Well, thanks, I. Let's look at shit. See how we go. Maybe. Oh, here we go. We can look at all the manhole covers. It's an iron manhole. The center it reads sewage. I checked to see if there's anything odd about it. It seems to be a normal manhole. Okay, I can't touch it. Normal manhole cover. Looks like we need special tools to open it. Huh? This one's got a different design. It's true. It's the only one of the older make. Covered in rust. Huh, it looks like you can get a hand in. Can you lift it? I highly doubt it. I'm sure you need special tools to open up a manhole. Well, why not just try it? Determination and strength will get you farther than you'd expect. Is that from another one of your songs? Come on, Mr. Gremlin. You take that side. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The lid lifts and a putrid smell wafts out. Can't believe we actually got it open. I don't think we wanted to get it open. The black void stretches deep underground. The world got scarier after we opened it. A rusted metal ladder is set into the side of the hole. Does this connect to the sewers? Probably. It smells bad. Actually, it doesn't smell like it does. Weird. What the fuck does that smell like then? In the rumor about the white-robed woman, the woman mysteriously vanishes. Maybe she falls down the manhole? Could it be that she hid herself down here? Why don't we try going down for a look? What, are you serious? But I'm in my stage outfit. So you're gonna wait up here? No, I'm coming. Don't you dare look up while I'm climbing down. I go down first and I quickly follows. The rusted ladder creaks when we put weight on it, but it doesn't make me nervous at all. I think that was sarcastic. We make our way carefully, and it takes us a while to reach the bottom. Well, that's not concerning at all. I feel like the sewer must go farther down than a normal sewer. It's like a secret entrance. Maybe for a secret society's hideout? Ai's voice bounces off the walls above me. She's probably joking around to stop herself from freaking out. I mean, that's reasonable. My feet finally reach solid ground. A concrete passageway stretches before us. I doubt it's been ventilated in a long time. Musty air is stagnant and heavy, making it slightly difficult to breathe. Definitely doesn't look like a sewer. At least my outfit won't get dirty, but where are we anyway? How should I know? Well, just have a look around. Okay, probably not at the ladder. Although maybe that's the only thing we can look at. I climb the ladder. I can get above ground. No, not yet. Okay, so we can go forwards or backwards. I guess we'll go forwards first. See where that takes us? To hopefully something we can look at. I miss the school where there was a bunch of things we could look at. It's emitting a strange red light. Okay, I can't touch it or anything, so. There's a large iron box. Judging from the corrosion, it must have been made a long time ago. Can I open it? I slip my hand underneath the lid and pull with all my might. It pops open with an unexpectedly loud noise. There are a few tools inside, along with what looks like a notebook. Got a hammer, a hatchet, and a red notebook. That makes me feel better. Wow, it was full of stuff. What does the notebook say? I flip through the notebook with Ai. The lettering is very fine. It's impossible to read in such a dark place. But what concerns me even more is... what's that smell? A bizarre stench invades my nose, like a mix between tallow, perfume, and blood. It doesn't take me long to figure out that it's coming from the notebook. Ew. I can't believe you're holding it. Did you maybe put it away? I think I might puke. I put the notebook in my bag for now. Yeah, that's the place you put the thing that smells like something that's gonna make you puke. In your bag. Smell might permeate the other items, but some sacrifices are necessary. I suppose he's a bigger man than I am. Okay. So that was a thing that we have now. But we can't look at it down here, so I guess we'll have to wait and read it when we get back to the mansion. So let's head backwards, I suppose. And then we'll go forwards, because now we're all turned around and things are stupid like that. I suppose that might be a little bit of an... oh, fuck, okay. Ai suddenly shrieks pitifully and stops in her tracks. Mr. Gremlin? What is that? She shakily points and I shine the light that way. Something dark and long is clinging to the wall. Oh no, is it hair? Is that human hair? Things to know about Japanese horror tropes. There's often lots of long, stringy black hair. Just, you know, as a thing that happens. But what's it doing here? I don't know. Do we want to know? I mean, probably not. But I guess we'll look anyway. Look at it. There's so much of it. Okay, but it won't let me actually examine it, which is very rude. Well, there's even more. Lots of hair. Yeah, okay. That's not at all unsettling. Nope. It's so weird that it, like, shows up only with the light on it. How weird. Okay. Well, I guess we'll move forward. Which doesn't seem like a good idea, but I'm doing it anyway. Really nothing else for us to look at here? I suppose not. I guess we'll try the doors. It's an old-fashioned, though well-built iron door. Okay. That took me just a little bit too long to figure out. Paint is chipping in places, so it must be pretty old. Whoa, that door looks ancient. I had no idea there was a place like this under the ground. Oh, could this be some kind of lab? How could she say stuff like that with a straight face? Sure, her innocence is cute, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. I'm sorry, did I say something bad? No, it's okay, I am sorry. Apparently sometimes I'm just mean. No, it's not that. I give up an eye and search for the doorknob. It's locked. Of course it is. Let's go. I don't want to stay here long, so I never get to finish what I'm saying. Well, that was a great noise. An old man jumps from the iron door, yelling strangely. Hello, friend. Hey, where are you folks from? What are you doing on my turf, huh? He's smirking, but his tone is serious. Just then, I smell an odd stench. Seems this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. Nothing really. That's right. We haven't done anything. I know she's trying to back me up, but it definitely doesn't sound convincing. This underground shelter isn't a place for irresponsible layabouts like yourselves. Yeah, this is where it's confusing that everybody who's not us has the same text color. Because it doesn't give us like a thing that says, this is this guy talking, and that was I earlier, even though we weren't looking at her. That sort of thing. But anyway. Understand? So leave my turf alone and get out of here. He disappears behind the iron door. And it sounds like he carefully locked it up again. Man, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting a person to come out. Oh, do you think that guy was homeless? Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud, though. Could be she's never seen one before? Still, that old man, why did he just pop out to warn us? The door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I should probably just do as he says. Let's go. He might come and yell at us again. Yeah. You've seen just about everything we can. Seems to be an underground shelter. But with the solid concrete walls, it's not like your standard shelter. Well, we didn't find anything on spirits or that woman in a white robe. We did find some black hair, a very smelly notebook, and a hatchet and a hammer. At least the notebook shows some promise. Too bad we couldn't get more out of that old guy. What's behind that door, anyway? From the moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe, like there's a noose tightening around my neck. I thought it was because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. This place, it holds some kind of horrible secret. I'm almost sure of it. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? Mr. Gremlin, you're kind of spacing out. Are you okay? You look pale too. I'm fine. It's nothing. The air in here is pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's head back up for now. We return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. God, it's hot. When we climb out of the manhole, the breeze that brushes my cheek is refreshing. The unpleasant air that hounded us underground starts to disperse. Ah, Ms. I finally found you. I'm guessing that's Yasuoka? Correct. I'm glad to see that you are safe. This woman is very blue. Oh, Madam Yasuoka. Good morning and great to see you. But what are you doing here? I went to Miss Cujo's mansion, but no one answered the door. Then I got your email, so I came here. Still, it is hard to believe that Miss Cujo passed away. Seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. Thick layers of makeup make it hard, but going by her voice, she must be pretty old. I'm Towako Yasuoka. you must be Mr. Gremlin. I read about you and your mark in Mrs. I's email. Seems you've been working hard to help those who have the mark. Yasuoka, how much do you know about the mark? Good question. I'm sure I know less than what you hope I do. Miss Kujo told me about a scar like that and asked what I knew of it. Oh. It's unfortunate. I was hoping for more. I assume it's some sort of curse? Though I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits, or that I would become a victim. Yasuoka rolls up her sleeve, revealing the mark on her arm. I lived long enough already. I have no attachments to this world. But Ms. I is still young. Do everything you can to save her. I can't promise anything, but I'll try. And if I fail, I'll just restart again. I'll need your help as well. I heard you have spiritual powers? Mr. Gremlin, don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. It's natural to be doubtful. It's best not to tangle with spirits if you want to live in peace. However, Mr. Gremlin, you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. Have you experienced something no one else has? The mysterious voice I hear every so often suddenly comes to mind. I mention it to her. Intriguing. Jeanne d'Arc, or Joan of Arc, Jeanne d'Arc, was famous for hearing the voices of God. Joan of Arc. But usually it's only spirit whispers. It may be an evil spirit or a ghost, or even the soul of someone who loves you, trying to save you. If it's trying to help, I'd appreciate if it could give clearer hints. I don't know, I think it's doing a pretty good job. I can do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal. Static can garble the message. A soul protecting the one it loves. How romantic. Mr. Gremlin, do you have any idea who that soul could be? There's no way I would. I don't have any memories. Even if I did, it's not like there's any way I'd be able to know. So what's your plan now? We were going to head back to the mansion. We need to report to Mary after all. Oh, and who might that be? A doll. One that talks even. A talking doll. Not so strange when you consider it's from the Kujo family we're discussing. She's not surprised at all. I guess it pays to specialize in the supernatural sometimes. Shall we head to the mansion? I'm intrigued by this Miss Mary. Okay, I guess. Just check and make sure there isn't anything else to see. Old vending machine. It doesn't look like it's been restocked in a while. It's mostly empty. Okay, so it won't let me do anything with it. Rude. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that's everything. When it's not, if I miss something and we hate ourselves later, I guess that'll be later us' problem. Let's go back to Kujo Manor. Whatever. God, it's hot. Yasuoka climbs out of the car. Her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. It's been a long time. About 20 years now. Back 2 generations of family heads. You've known them a long time then. If it hasn't been that long. I had a falling out with Murasame, the second last head, and cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Murasame's funeral. The last head, Masamune and Saya, were kids the last time I saw them. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago. Wait a second. First it was Murasame and then Masamune, and the current head is Saya Kujo, right? There have been 3 heads in 20 years? That's right. Yasuoka grimaces. Family is known for their short lives. Accidents or heart attacks, very few have lived full lives. Gossips say their family is cursed. So Sayakujo didn't escape that fate either. It's probably just coincidence, but there's something about the mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Could it be divine wrath? Ah, Miss Ai. You've been staring this whole time. Something the matter? Well, there's something. Mr. Gremlin? Does the Cujo family keep animals out in their yard? Our black bunny friend? No, I don't think so. Oh. Then that black rabbit is odd. No, it's our friend. The rabbit is back. But what is it doing here? Where did it go? I think it's headed for the building. It had something in its mouth. What was it? I don't know. Too dark and too far away. You know that rabbit, Mr. Gremlin? Kind of. I tell them about the black rabbit I've seen on my investigations. Mary said it was some sort of spirit residing within it. And now it's suddenly here. What could that mean, I wonder? All at once my heart starts pounding. I have a bad feeling about this. Like something terrible's about to happen. I find myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual here. Did the rabbit get inside the mansion? I quickly scan the room for it. Mary's gone. Mary isn't sitting on the sofa. Mr. Gremlin? Over here, in the corner. I turn in the direction Ai is pointing. What's going on? Ai's voice has an audible shake in it. How the hell should I know? I have to force the words out of my mouth. My voice shakes like hers. Asuoka is silent. What happened to Mary? Oh no! Mary lies on the ground, tragically broken. What the fuck? Her beautiful face is smashed to pieces. Next to her lies the rabbit? Also dead? Head is twisted unnaturally. Fresh blood stains the floor. Oh no. Hey, Mary? I call out to her, daring to hope. But I only get silence in response. Oh no. Well, I was not prepared for that. Mary is dead. Though I don't know if you say that for a doll. Well, she was also kind of alive, so she can die. After that, I and Yasuoka help me pick up Mary's remains, as well as the rabbits. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word. Mary is gone. I'll have to face the spirits and the mark without her help from now on. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Will I even be able to hunt down spirits like I've been doing? What the hell happened here? Did some sort of spirit do this? We know Kujo Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Sayakujo was killed by Hanahiko. And why did the rabbit come here? Last time I saw it was at 8 Shrine. Did it travel all the way here after that? And for what purpose? Mr. Gremlin, a moment, please. I found this while cleaning up. Do you have any idea what it is? She hands me a keyring with a single key on it. The master key. Tag attached to it says master key. I guess that'll get us into the locked room. It's the master key to the mansion. But what is it doing here? I could call it the skeleton key. Sounds better. Miss Ai said the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier. It could have picked up this key ring and carried it. Are you saying the rabbit had the master key? It's only a guess. It's also quite possible that Mary had it herself. Well, if she did, she didn't know. But Mary said she didn't know where it was. Truth is shrouded in darkness. We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, right? Is there a place you want to get into? As a matter of fact, there is. There's one place I've been unable to check. The locked room in the southeast corner of the second floor. The room's layout is no different from that of the other guest rooms. Or even Sayakujo's bedroom. What are those tools on the desk? They look pretty strange. That frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside. There are 2 places of interest. Which one should I check first? Let's examine the desk. On the desk is a board lined with tools. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. Next to them are bottles filled with paints and stacks of art books. What exactly are they making? The desk drawers are full of tools as well, but no documents or reports on the mark like I'd hoped. I picks up a chisel and studies its handle. This thing, Mr. K, is engraved on it. Sayakujo. Could be SK. Let's say S. That says MK. Okay. Not Mr., but M. Like Masumi or Masamune. Saya's father was Masami. Murasami? There we go. And her older brother, the head before her, was Masamune. There you go. Either one would be MK. Ahsoka tilts her head in thought. I heard the Kujo family ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. I suppose either of them could have been influenced by that. That's about all we'll learn from the desk. I'll check the other spot next. Check the frame. The picture frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. They're all photos of dolls. And one of them is Mary. Well, she's got the mark on her arm too. Photo of Mary's bare frame. Looks like she was still being put together. So if the tools on the desk were used to make dolls, then Mary was created here in the mansion. And there's a pattern on Mary's right arm. Isn't that the mark? But I never saw anything like that on her arm. Plus, this one's a different color from the one us mark bearers have. A black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. After examining the desk and the frame, we search the rest of the room as well. But we come up with nothing more. Aw, that's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret. We didn't learn anything more about the spirits or the mark here. The only thing left is that diary we found in the shelter, if we can stand to open it. We'll just have to place all our bets on that. We return to the entrance hall. I pull the red notebook out of the bag I left on the floor. The flour and tallow smell assaults my nose. I feel my olfactory senses are shriveling. What a vulgar stench. I recognize this from when we filmed on Mayamachi North Road. Beginning to not be able to read. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I thought I'd imagine the smell. But perhaps that's when I received. Ahsoka scowls at the notebook. She's right, and this notebook could be connected to the spirits somehow. I'm feeling very dizzy all of a sudden. Maybe we'll read the notebook and then I guess we'll stop for the night. I don't know if I'm just too hot or what's going on. I've had plenty to eat today, so that can't be the problem. Who knows? Lots of me hurts, so maybe that's why I'm dizzy. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it's soaked in a pool of perfume. Stains and discoloration make most of the pages unreadable, but the last page seems clean enough. Date is from half a month ago. For like 15 days? Chapter 4, Miss Sue. Interesting. As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Sue. Sue, the keeper of the animals. Probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. I guess I wasn't wrong? And the ground place was indeed a lab? Got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, my cute little snakes. It was so much more fulfilling than my current boring research. Do you think maybe she owns all the poisonous snakes on the second floor of H school? H elementary school? But because of that foolish principal and the fire, the school was shut down. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. The great Ashura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I needed to do that. Well, that doesn't feel great. Tomorrow I will die. By the great Ashura's abundant mercy, I will be reborn as Miss Sue, so that I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all as the great Ashura has said. O great Ashura. Okay. The rest of the page is filled with Ashura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Traces of kiss marks cover the names. That combined with the choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust is overwhelming. Dark passions in this notebook, thoroughly disgusting. I'd love to burn it to ash immediately. This Miss Sue who wrote this, could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in a lab, that would explain the white robe. It would be a white coat, not a robe, but okay. But I wonder which school she was talking about. Probably H Elementary, where the second floor is full of poisonous snakes. I suppose I doesn't know that. Why would she know that? She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? H Elementary. Yes, I agree. It's the only abandoned school in the area that hasn't been torn down. Maybe the paradise she wrote of. It's also full of snakes. I love snakes, though. I'm very excited. I mean, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of poisonous snakes because obviously danger, but non-poisonous snakes do be well cool. I mean, poisonous snakes are also cool, but just from a safe distance. If what the diary says is true, then the woman died after she wrote it. The great Ashura would have guided her transformation into Miss Sue. I can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. It's a very fun thing to watch on YouTube. Is herpetology? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Lots of channels that just have people who take care of snakes. It's very interesting. Or at least I enjoy it quite a bit. Is that possible? She seemed very confident that she would be reborn. And the notebook being in the shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental. Miss Sue. So is she the one that gave Madame Yasvilka and I our marks? That's where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It would make sense that it comes and goes from there then, for whatever reason. It looks like we know where we must go next. Time to go to H Elementary. New info was added to the spirit file. Tragedy at Cujo Mansion. Okay, and so we can save now. Maybe we'll go through and just read our new file. And then we'll go, because I'm feeling very dizzy. Just all of a sudden. Okay, tragedy at Cujo Mansion. We come back to the mansion to a shocking scene. Mary is cruelly smashed to pieces, and the black rabbit lies in a pool of blood. We could only stand there in a horrified silence. What was the rabbit doing here? Why did both of them die? Were they our guards? Our spiritual advisors? How in the world am I supposed to face the spirits now? While cleaning, Yasuoka finds the master key to the mansion. I guess the black rabbit had it for whatever reason. Regardless, it let us enter the locked room. Inside we discovered that either Masamune or Murasame, former heads of Cujo family, likely made Mary. Probably her dad, because she was made before Saya was born. Unless her brother's significantly older than her. Because he'd have to be old enough for him to make an entire doll before his sister was born, which seems unlikely unless he's like a lot older, but who knows. Fortunately, we found nothing on spirits or the mark like we hoped. We found a foul-smelling red notebook in the underground shelter. I and Yasuoka say they smelled something similar when they were filming on Manhole Road. The notebook appears to be some teacher's diary, and the legible parts are indescribably bizarre. Tomorrow I will die, and by the great Ashura's abundant mercy, I will be reborn as Miss Zhu. Miss Zhu was the nickname of a teacher who kept a lot of lab animals. The abandoned school that's become her lab could be H Elementary. The spirit who gave I and Yasuoka their marks on Manhole Road, and the woman in the white who was seen carrying the Buddha statue. They are both Mrs. Zhu. We need to find out who she is. We have to search H Elementary. I mean, those are valid points. But for now, I suppose we save and say goodbye. And I will hopefully be back on Tuesday. I promise. I will not skip out on Tuesday again. I'll be good. Because I do want to keep playing this game. Okay, but I am dizzy, so I should probably stop sitting up. Maybe have a popsicle, turn the fan back on. You know, all those good things. So, thank y'all for hanging out with me. If you're... Gosh, sorry. A little bit out of it. So yeah, if you've been hanging out with me, I appreciate you very much. Or if you're here watching this after the fact, and you've gotten this far, I also appreciate you. Or even if you didn't get this far. You won't know, but people who watch the videos at all are just great. Very appreciated. Okay, so I will see y'all on Tuesday. Goodbye!